Hey guys, when I watched this video, I was appalled, but I was not shocked. This video is exactly why I love and hate YouTube at the exact same time. I love YouTube for its ability for people to express their opinions. Even douchebags like Fred Phelps in the Westboro Baptist Church can put their message on YouTube and get it out there. I love the fact that you can reach a large audience without having to have corporate backers. I mean, look at the stars of YouTube. People like Fred didn't start out with an agent and corporate sponsors and things like that. He was just a guy with a high-pitched voice and a camera. But I hate it because of the inaccuracy that comes in the videos, the lack of research done on the part of people who publish their videos, and the sensationalism that comes out, even more than national media, the sensationalism that comes out of YouTube videos. Sorry, my light went off there for a second. Now, I watched, of course, any video with the title Aryans Awake is going to pique my interest because I have a fetish for ignorance. But I did a little research into the actual story behind this video, and it turns out that while the crime was still heinous, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to justify what these animals did, but there were some inaccuracies in the video. First of all, it was covered by media. It was just covered by local media. It never made it to national media. Okay, let me take you back through what I found through multiple articles actually happened. Christopher Newsom and Channon were out on a date. They went to dinner and they never came home. The police found their car. 24 hours later, their parents reported them missing, and the police found, I believe it was Shannon's car, deserted in the city with her cell phone. Now, no one really knows why these two were targeted. It could have been because they wanted their car, but it seems kind of unlikely given that they deserted their car. No one really knows why. Anyway, Christopher Newsom and Channon were taken back to the suspect's house. I believe it was 6 African Americans. Anyway, taken back to the suspect's house, and yes, Christopher Newsom was sodomized in front of his girlfriend. He was then shot and then lit on fire. That was the first inaccuracy that I found. Well, I guess second, counting the carjacking thing. The second inaccuracy was the video led me to believe that he was lit on fire and then shot. It turns out it looks like he was lit on fire post-mortem to cover evidence. The second inaccuracy, the third inaccuracy that I found, the video says that Channon was held for days upon days. Well, police reports actually say that she was probably held for a little over 24 hours before they killed her. The cleaning solutions that they say were poured into her mouth to get rid of evidence were done so post-mortem. She was actually shot, and then the cleaning solutions were poured into her mouth, and then she too was lit on fire to cover evidence. While this crime is still heinous and disgusting and inhumane, it's not the entire black community's fault. I teach 2nd grade Sunday school at my church, and the first thing that you have to teach them every year, the first thing you ask them is, when you ask them who killed Jesus, they all shout, the Jews. It wasn't the Jews. We all know that. It was a group of Jews that killed Jesus. Just like it was a group of black people that killed these two individuals. It was not the entire black community. And you can't tell me that only black people do crazy crimes like this. This stuff happens every single day on the streets of our cities. And it's not picked up by national news because there's too much of it. Like I said, it was picked up by local news, but it wasn't picked up by national news because there's too much of it. I mean, news stations are whores for views. They're going to put on their channel whatever is going to get them the most ratings, right? While some news stations, and I can think of 2 off the top of my head, are particularly biased, most news stations, I think, really just want the attention. They're going to put on their channel whatever they think their viewers want to see. This isn't some great conspiracy by the African American community to cover this up. Political correctness is not hiding crimes like this. These crimes, if you listen to the news, I mean, I live in New Hampshire, so I don't hear too much crime anymore. But I lived in California, I lived in Missouri, and crimes like this were all over the news every single day. And it wasn't just, of course, black on white. It was people shot each other every day there. It's just it happens too regularly in the U.S. for this to reach national news anymore. And I think people wanting to blame this on the black community are sadly mistaken. This isn't the black community's fault. The black people are naturally more aggressive and naturally want to kill people. It was just a group of pretty messed up people. So that's my opinion on the subject. Feel free to leave a text comment or a video response, obviously. And while you're here, if you like this video, I tend to search around YouTube to find videos that irk me or that I have a different opinion on and respond to them. So if you like my opinions on this video, or even if you don't, check out my other videos and comment on those too. Talk to you later.